Old Glory blowing out at Wrigley Field on Tuesday afternoon as the Cubs play host to the Giants as they open up a three-game series. Things get started here in the bottom of the second inning. Luis Salazar with a solo home run to left field. This coming off starter Bud Black. Home run number 5 for Salazar, RBI number 8, and the Cubs go on top by a score of 1-0. That lead is short-lived, though, because here in the top of the third inning, Mark Leonard comes up and hits a single into center field. Willie McGee scores, RBI number 4 for Leonard, and the game is tied up at 1 apiece. Then still in the top of the third inning, Greg Litton will come up, and Litton will hit a double to right field. Leonard and Kevin Bass both score, RBIs number 8 and 9 for Litton, and the Giants go on top by a score of 3-1. Cubs manager Jim Messian obviously not pleased with the play of the Cubs early on, but there was plenty of time in this game as fans enjoy a warm afternoon at the ballpark. Here in the top of the fourth inning, though, the Giants come up with another run. Matt Williams with a high chopper up the middle. This will bring home Leonard, RBI number 30 for Williams, and the Giants go on top 4-1. Then in the top of the fifth inning, Bud Black comes up and hits a hard ground ball to Ryan Sandberg. He gets by him and goes into right field. Sandberg is given an error as Greg Litton scores, and the Giants increase their lead to 5-1. But the Cubs come back here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Luis Salazar, who was hitting .467 lifetime against Bud Black before this at-bat, delivers with a two-run shot to left field. Home run number 6 for Salazar. His second home run of the day, RBIs number 9 and 10, as Dawson also scores. The Giants' lead is cut to 5-3. Hector Villanueva would also add a solo home run in the inning, cutting the Giants' lead to 5-4. Then the bottom of the seventh inning, Mark Grace comes up and hits a single into right field. Jerome Walton scores, and this game is knotted up at 5 apiece. Then the top of the ninth inning, with the Cubs up by a score of 6-5, Matt Williams comes up and belts a solo home run to left field. This coming off reliever Dave Smith. For Williams, home run number 8, RBI number 31. The game is tied up at 6 apiece, heading into extra innings. Then the top of the 10th inning, with runners at first and third, Dave Smith puts one in the dirt. It's ruled a pass ball on Rick Wilkins, and the Giants take a 7-6 lead. They win this one by a score of 8-6. Kelly Downs with the win, his record 3-4. Dave Smith with the loss, his record now 0-3. Dave Righetti picks up his 6th save.
Host the Boston Red Sox Tuesday evening at the Kingdome. Wade Boggs at the plate in the first inning against Scott Bankhead. Boggs double scores Carlos Quintana, and it's 1-0 Boston in the first inning. And that would be followed in the same inning by Jack Clark. At the plate against Bankhead, the starter for Seattle, Clark unleashes his 6th homer of the year into the seats in left field. The two-run blast makes Boston a 3-0 leader after one inning. The score is 4-1 Boston in the top of the fifth inning with Ellis Burks at the plate. Now in relief is Russ Swan, and this one is a swan song two-run home run that Jay Buhner can't catch up with. Burks' 5th home of the year makes it 6-1 Red Sox. Same fifth inning, Luis Rivera at the plate. He hits an extra base hit down the right field line and into the corner. Tony Pena will try to score on this play. He scores, and look at this slide. Graceful. 7-1 Boston through 4.5 innings. Check out Jay Buhner's throw trying to get Pena at the plate. It hits the first base bag. Then bottom 5, Seattle stages a comeback. Jay Buhner at the plate against starter for Boston, Danny Darwin. Buhner hits a solo home run into the left field seats. His 8th round tripper of the year. It's now a 7-2 Boston lead. Then after the fireworks, Seattle has more to come as Harold Reynolds is at the plate. He delivers a double that scores Omar Vizquel, and it's 7-3 Boston in front. They add another run in the 5th inning, a 3-run 5th to make it 7-4 Boston through 5. Then Harold Reynolds strikes again, this time in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Reynolds bloops a double into left field that Mike Greenwell has to hold up on. Omar Vizquel scores again to make it 7-5 Boston leading through 7. Now in the 8th. It's a 2-run contest.
Minnesota Twins hosting the New York Yankees in Tuesday night action. We started in the bottom of the second inning with no score. Gene Larkin hits the ball to right field. Jesse Barfield makes the catch and then makes a great throw to third. Chili Davis trying to tag from second is thrown out by Jesse Barfield. A 9-5 double play ending the inning. A great throw by Jesse Barfield, the right fielder for the New York Yankees. Moving now to the bottom of the third inning, the Twins get on the board first. Here, Dan Gladden hits a ball to Alvaro Espinoza. He bobbles it, then throws to first for the out, but Greg Gagne scores from third on the play, and the Twins led 1-0. But after this run, Yankees starter Scott Sanderson would start to control the game. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, he strikes out Gene Larkin. Sanderson went 7 innings, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits. Moving now to the top of the 7th inning, Mel Hall gives the Yankees a lead. With Minnesota leading 1-0, he belts a 2-run home run to right field, his 10th home run of the year. RBIs number 32 and 33 for Hall, and the Yankees took a 2-1 lead. Then in the top of the 8th inning, the Yankees get an insurance run. Roberto Kelly at the plate, and he will belt a solo home run to left field. Home run number 7 for Kelly, and this gave the Yankees a 3-1 lead. But in the bottom of the 8th inning, the Twins come back and score 4 runs to win the game. With the score 3-2 New York and the bases loaded, Ken Herbeck came to the plate, and he would be the hero. He grounds a single to right field, and it scores Shane Mack and Dan Gladden. Mack would be the tying run, and Gladden would be the go-ahead run. This gave the Minnesota Twins a 4-3 lead. They picked up 1 more run in the 8th inning and led 5-3 after 8 innings. And the heroics of Ken Herbeck made a winner out of starting pitcher Kevin Tapani. Here back in the top of the 8th inning, Tapani strikes out Pat Kelly. Tapani went 8 innings, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits, and he struck out 4 batters. He improves his record to 4-6. Moving now to the top of the 9th inning, Don Mattingly at the plate. He grounds a ball sharply to Ken Herbeck, who makes a nice play and throws to first for the out. Rick Aguilera pitched the top of the 9th inning and got his 17th save of the year. Here he gets Mel Hall to pop out for the final out. The Twins win 5-3, winning their 10th straight game. The winning pitcher, Kevin Tapani, is 4-6. John Havian gets the loss. He's 4-2. Rick Aguilera gets his 17th save, and the Twins win 5-3, defeating the New York Yankees.
Pen staff out in the bleachers. In the top of the 2nd inning, Joe Orslak makes an error on this Carmelo Martinez fly ball. He makes the catch, but then the throw is offline. Bob Melvin can't stop it. Could have been ruled an error on Melvin. In either case, McFarland comes in to score, making the score 1-0 Kansas City. Then in the top of the 3rd inning, Terry Shumpert came to the plate, and he hit a solo home run, his 2nd home run of the season. Comes off of Jose Mesa and makes the score 2-0 Kansas City. It was 4-0 still in the top of the 3rd inning when Carmelo Martinez came up with the bases loaded, and he hit a double to left center field that scored Jim Eisenreich, Mike McFarland, and Kevin Seitzer, making the score 7-0 Kansas City. Martinez got caught off between 2nd and 3rd to end the rally. So it was 7-0 Royals in the 3rd. Mark Gubicza was doing very well for the Royals. It was still 7-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and you'll see him striking out Mike Devereaux here. Gubicza had allowed just 4 singles in 6 innings pitched, and then in the top of the 7th, the game was delayed by rain. He did not return after the hour and 15-minute rain delay, and we'll move now to the bottom of the 8th inning as Gary Thurman will come sliding into your screen to make a great catch on a ball hit by Billy Ripken. We'll take another look at this great play by Gary Thurman, who had just entered the game moments before. The score was still 7-0 at the time, and then in the top of the 9th inning, with the score 8-0, Bill Pacoda came up for the first time in the game, and he hit a 3-run home run to left field. Eisenreich and McFarland come around to score on Pacoda's 3rd home run of the season. That made the score 11-0 Royals, and that turned out to be the final. Steve Crawford picked up his first save as he finished off the shutout for Mark Gubicza. He struck out 6 in 3 innings. He allowed just 1 hit and no runs. The final score 11-0 Kansas City.
California Doug Rader and the California Angels host the Milwaukee Brewers. Pick up the action in the top of the 1st inning. Robin Yount with the base hit. This will score Paul Molitor. RBI number 37 for Yount. 1-0 Milwaukee with the lead. In the top of the 2nd inning, the Brewers make it 2-0 off of Mark Langston. Dante Bichette will pick up his 11th home run of the season. His first against his former teammates. 2-0 Milwaukee with the lead in the top of the 2nd inning. Angels come back with 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. Dick Schofield at the plate. The game is tied at 2. Ron Tingley leads off of second base. Schofield with the base hit up the middle. RBI number 16. Tingling will score. 3-2 California with the lead. Mark Langston pitched 7 2/3 innings, striking out a season-high 9 batters. Here he gets Bill Spires in the top of the 5th inning. In that same inning, next batter up, Paul Molitor hits a long fly ball. Goes into the seats. Home run number 4 for Molitor, RBI number 17. And the game is tied at 3 in the top of the 5th. In the bottom of the 6th inning, California takes the lead. Luis Polonia with the base hit. This will score Ron Tingley. 4-3 California with the lead. Interesting play in the bottom of the 8th inning. Luis Polonia with the ground ball. Back to Mark Lee, who will throw it to Bill Spires, who throws it to Paul Molitor. But the play is at the plate as Dempsey will tag out Dave Gallagher. The double play went 1-6-3-2. Dave Gallagher looks for the ball in Dempsey's glove, but Dempsey holds on to the ball in his hand. California leads 4-3 after 8 innings. California went on to win the game by the score 4-3. Brian Harvey will get Franklin Stubbs to end the game. Winning pitch was Mark Langston. He's 8-2. Losing pitcher Kevin Brown. He's 2-3. Brian Harvey picks up his 15th save.
Ricky Anderson and the Tigers in Oakland on Tuesday night to take on the A's. We start in the bottom of the 2nd inning. On the mound for Detroit, Bill Gullickson. He went 7 2/3 innings in this game, allowing 1 run on 4 hits. Here, Mark McGuire grounds back to the mound. Gullickson makes a nice play and throws to first for the out. Moving now to the top of the 4th inning, the Tigers get on the board first. Here with men on first and second base, Mickey Tettleton grounds a single to right field, scoring Tony Phillips from second base, and the Tigers led 1-0. But in the bottom of the 4th inning, Jose Canseco would tie the score for Oakland. Here he belts a solo home run to center field, home run number 10 for Canseco, and this tied the score 1-1. Moving now to the bottom of the 5th inning, some good defense by right fielder Rob Deere of the Tigers. Here with Ernest Riles at the plate. Riles will hit a ball to deep right field. Deere runs back and makes a nice catch at the wall. Moving now to the top of the 6th inning, the Tigers get the lead back. Here Cecil Fielder at the plate, and he will bloop a single to right field. It scores Lou Whitaker from third base, RBI number 45 for Fielder, and the Tigers took a 2-1 lead. Then later in the top of the 6th inning, Mickey Tettleton belts a double over Jose Canseco's head in right field. It scores Alan Trammell from second base, RBI number 27 for Tettleton, and the Tigers led 3-1. Then in the top of the 7th inning, Lou Whitaker bloops a single to left center field, scoring Milt Kyler from third base, and the Tigers led 4-1.